The time is 6 p.m. Pelican Rapids City Council meeting of 9 December 2025 is called to order. I ask everyone if they please put their cell phones on vibrate. Roll call of members, Danielle.
Councilmember Steve Strand.
Here.
Councilmember Shelley Gumringer. Here. Councilmember Kurt Markgraf.
Here.
Councilmember Don Perrin.
Here.
And Mayor Brent Frazier.
Here, I want to welcome each and every one of you here this evening. Those joining us by Zoom. Also remember our city council meetings are on the Pelican Rapids YouTube channel as well as Channel 14 on Wednesday evening. Just a few announcements for the next month, because we aren't going to have a council meeting at the end of December. There's a lot of activities in Pelican Rapids. Please check the Pelican Press for all those for the Christmas and holiday events. City Hall will be closed on December 25th and also January 1st. And our next city council meeting is scheduled for December, I don't have the calendar. January 9th?
January 13th.
January 13th. January 13th at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other announcements? Any other announcements? Hearing none, if we all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Item 2 is citizens' comments. There is no one in our council chambers this evening unless staff or council people have anything to remark about. Okay, hearing none, we'll go on to item number 3, additions, deletions to the agenda. Okay, hold on, I got 4 additions. Item number 19 is library report. Item number 19 is library report. Item 20 is Rock Rapids pay request. Item 20 is Rock Rapids pay request. Item 21 is in control secure service plan. 21 is in control secure service plan. Item 22 is Pelican Rapids Police Department report. Item 22 is Pelican Rapids Police Department report. Any more additions or deletions? Any more additions or deletions? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the agenda with those additions?
So moved. Second.
Motion second, discussion. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Item number 4, approval of consent agenda, which I'll read. Item 4A is approval of council minutes from November 25th, 2025. 4B is approval of accounts payable listing. Item 4C is local board of review and equalization, which will be held here at City Hall on April 9th, 2026 at 2 p.m. and there's an announcement in the packet. Item 4D is gambling permit. Pelican Pinn'em Club event is scheduled for April 15th, 2026. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I'll make that a motion.
Second?
Second.
Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Item number 5 is truth and taxation public hearing, which is scheduled for 6 o'clock, which we're a little bit past that time. So at this time, we're going to recess our city council meeting and go into the public hearing. And during this public hearing, there will be no motions made, just discussion. Then we'll go back into our city council meeting when we're done with the discussion. The first bullet point is approve the 2026 final budget, which is in the packet. Danielle, do you want to speak to that?
Yep. So Lance and I sat down and we looked over the budget one more time to make sure we didn't miss anything. And after reviewing it, and because we just changed legal staff, we added 5,000 to prosecuting fees because we have gone over what we had budgeted, and we added 5,000 to general legal. So we went from 8,000 to 13,000, and from 18,000 up to the 23,000. So we made those two changes in any expenses, but originally, we had budgeted 65,000 in the special levy for a payment that isn't due now this year. It is due next year. So I took 10 off from that, so actually we can take another 55,000 off from the special levy. So if we take that 55,000 out, it'll actually bring us down to 5.65%.
5.65%, okay. Any other items on there you want to speak to, or is that it?
No, we kind of went over everything to see.
Correct.
Just to make sure that we didn't feel like we'd missed anything, and we felt good about where we're at with this, so. Lance can speak for himself, so.
We had that 65,000 in there for that bond payment, because we thought we'd have to make that payment in '26. Well, we restructured it where we won't have to make that payment until '27, when the special assessments will kick in too, so we won't have to levy so much in '27 either, because we'll have, the special assessments will kick in from the 59-108 project too, so we're comfortable taking that 55 out.
It's a pretty good chunk.
Yeah.
That's good.
How many years are the special assessments for the Highway 59?
Thinking it'll be 15, not positive yet, but we're thinking 15 years.
That's something we look at next year?
So there'll be special assessment hearing here coming up in probably the spring of '26, and then they'll kick in for 27,
Okay.
tax year, yeah. So there'll be a lot more there'll be a public meeting and a lot more information out there coming this spring. We're kind of waiting on the state now to wrap up the final numbers and all that, so we know. So then we have the final numbers to what to assess, and so.
I know it was kind of confusing. I mean, the water and sewer were pretty straightforward, but sidewalks were, I think, a little confusing.
Yeah, because that's where the grant money is from, so it's, yeah. We should have all those, well, who knows when we'll get those final numbers, but we're hoping to have the public hearing and things out this spring yet.
Okay.
So. And Bob will be able to explain that a lot better than I can, so.
Okay.
Any other comments from the council? Questions, concerns? Is there anybody online that would like to make a comment?
We've got Jordan and Kim on there, so
Okay.
that's it, so.
Okay, any other comments before we move on to the sewer budget? Any other comments? Okay, then we'll move on to the 2026 final sewer budget. Danielle?
There really wasn't any change in the sewer budget. I just missed a note, I think, adding the lagoon fence, so I wanted to point that out. And then when I was going over the minutes, I realized that we never really approved the water and sewer budgets. We just approved the resolution approving the rates. So I'm like, we should probably throw this back on there and make
Okay.
sure that we approve the budget. So nothing has really changed on here. It's just that, the rates are staying the same. It's just that I had missed that.
We just didn't have that in the notes there. When we were talking, we had to add this lagoon fence for 12,000. That was part of their inspection and things. We have to get that lagoon fence repaired. So originally we had lab upgrades at 20,000. Well, we just reduced that by 12. So we kept the overall number the same. We just reduced the lab upgrades to 8,000 instead of 20, and then we added that lagoon fence that we needed to, so.
Yeah, so no overall changes.
Any other questions regarding the sewer budget? And we talked to that last council meeting, so
Yep.
it's all fresh in our minds. Any comments on that before we move on? Okay, hearing no comments, we'll move on to 2026 final water budget. Danielle?
And there was no changes on this one. I don't believe we'd missed anything on this one, so it's just to make sure that we approve this actual budget.
Any questions regarding the water budget, council? Any questions? Okay, is there any more discussion during this public hearing before we close this and go to our council meeting? Any more discussion? Any more discussion? Any more discussion? If not, we'll adjourn this public hearing at 6:12 PM, and we will now reconvene our city council meeting, and we'll go to those three different bullet points we talked about at the public hearing. Final budget, and we're looking to approve the 2026 final budget with an increase of 5.65% with the changes that were made. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the budget.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion second, discussion? 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 Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same, motion carried. Now we're looking for a motion to approve the 2026 final sewer budget. Is there a motion?
I make a motion to approve the 2026 final sewer budget.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion second, discussion? 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 Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. And then approve the 2026 final water budget. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Motion second, discussion? 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 Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Thank you. Moving on, item number 6, 2026 ACETA contract, and that was in their packet, and Lance is going to speak to that. And is Jordan online?
Yes, she is.
Okay. Would you want to speak to it first, Lance?
Sure. So this is the updated CETA contract for 2026, very similar to 2025. The only difference is we'd be jumping from 3 days a week to 4 days a week for a total of $95,711 per year. So that's really the only change. It was in the general budget that we just approved to authorize that amount and go to 4 days a week. So I don't know, Jordan, if you want to add anything else?
No, I would just mention that I am in the process of interviews, just to re-clarify from last council meeting. I think the job posting that we put online was a little confusing to people. I am not leaving Pelican Rapids, just looking for additional support based off of my duties with CETA. So besides just my face, in addition, you will meet another CETA staff person here in the next 4 weeks. I plan to have a job offer out to somebody by Christmas, and then we will have some interns as well. So instead of a team of just me locally, there will be at least 2 of us and some additional part-time help.
Okay. Council have any questions for Jordan? If not, is there a motion to approve the 2026 CETA contract?
So moved.
Second?
I'll second that.
Motion second, discussion, discussion, discussion. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Thank you. Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you.
Moving on, item number 7 is Pinewood Estates pay request number 5, and that was in your packet this evening. Lance?
Everything on Pinewood Estates is finished. So this is the final pay request for $2,434.69. I'm just looking for a motion to approve pending the city engineer's signature. There's still some forms that he has to get yet from the contractor and a couple test results or something, so, but since this is the last council meeting of the year, I just wanted to get it approved and then by council, and then whenever we get the city engineers go ahead, we'll make that payment.
Any questions? Motion to move forward?
Moved.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion second. Discussion, discussion, discussion. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Item number 8 is Waste Management Leachate Contract, and that was in your packet. We're going to talk about 2 leachate contract and agreements here this evening. The first one is from Waste Management. Lance?
So Waste Management approached us wanting to haul some leachate here. We already have Clay County hauling here. We had long discussions with People Service on whether or not we could handle more, and they're comfortable taking some more in. So this is Waste Management. I don't know, it's a subsidiary or whatever. Big Dipper Enterprises is what they wanted on the contract. This is very similar to the contract that we have with Clay County. The Waste Management lawyers did add some language. We had the city attorney look through it, and everything is fine with her. It would be for $54 per 1,000 gallons that they haul in. There is a limit to what they can haul in per day, which is a little less than what we're allowing Clay County. It's at 13,000 gallons of leachate a day. There's also stipulations in there where we can shut them down at any time if we're having issues at the plant or issues at the lagoons or anything. We can shut it down at any time. And it'll be pretty seasonal with Waste Management. It sounds like they have a lot of storage on their facilities, so they would not have to be hauling all year round. It would mostly be in the nice weather, and we can kind of control how much we're getting and things. So I just recommend moving forward with this agreement with Big Dipper Enterprises.
I make a motion to move forward with the Waste Management Big Dipper Enterprises contract for leachate.
I'll second.
Motion second. Discussion, discussion, discussion. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Then number 9 is Clay County Leachate Agreement, which was also in your packet.
All right, this agreement is exactly the same as last year's, besides we increased the rate that we're charging from $52 per 1,000 gallons to $54 per 1,000 gallons. And they were good with that increase. It's just, there's more and more expenses with it, with the testing and everything and treating it all. So we'll continue to increase that probably each year just to try and cover our costs, so.
Do they also have the 13,000?
So their limit is 20,000 a day. But it's the same language in this contract that we did cut them off there for 2 or 3 months where we had some issues at the plant, so we can control it, what we're getting, so.
They haul kind of a year-round deal there?
Yeah, I saw a truck come in today. They're all in all year, depending on conditions and things, but yeah, it's pretty steady.
I will make a motion to also move forward with the Clay County leachate agreement.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Motion second. Discussion. 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 Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Item number 10 is Midnight LUP Resolution 2025-27, which is in the packet. Lance?
So we have 4 welcome signs in Pelican Rapids, but apparently this one on the north side is the only one in MnDOT right-of-way. Therefore, we need a limited use permit for it. It was originally done in 2016. Apparently, every 10 years you need to update it, and this is the update. I don't think much has changed from the original agreement. It's just a limited use permit. And we need to pass the resolution to accept it or extend it, or however you want to put it. Pretty straightforward, just a MnDOT requirement, so,
There's no fee attached to that?
no.
Okay. Just curious. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second?
I'll second it.
Motion second. Discussion? 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 Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Item number 11 is short-term rental ordinance, and that was in your packet. That is just an FYI this evening, but Lance, do you want to speak to that also?
Yeah, so it's been through Planning Commission, Ordinance Committee, all that. This is kind of the first draft of it, or the first reading of it, just to give everyone a look. I just want to highlight a couple things that were discussed. This is we stole this, the overall ordinance from a similar town of our size, and just some things that we kind of changed or customized. On page number 2 here, local property manager has to reside within 50 miles of the city. Page 4I here, we're requiring at least 2 off-street parking spaces, and that's exactly what we require for every residential house in town. Occupancy limit, we're limiting, having a maximum of 12 registered guests per rental. We are limiting the licenses to 8 total for right now. Right here. So we're not gonna issue more than 8 short-term rental licenses, just to kind of get our feet wet and see how things go. That could be changed in the future if we deem necessary. But right now we have it at 8. I think that's kind of the biggest modifications we've made to it, so I don't know if anybody else from the
Co-
ordinance committee has any.
Councilman Strand, he would partook, Chief Acquaintance, Danielle, Lance, Superintendent Olson, and myself sat in on these. Chief, you have anything to add?
Lance hit it all.
So is this like a VRBO thing, or?
Correct, yep. So it'll just be an addition to our ordinance, our long-term rental, long-term and short-term, it's determined by 30 days or more or less, so short-term is less than 30 days, long-term is over 30.
So if they don't have the parking, what happens there? They don't get a license or
Permit.
a permit?
Correct, yeah.
No more than 2 properties per,
Each owner, per one owner, yeah.
owner now.
And then there'll be an inspection every 3 years, just like long-term rentals. But you'll have to come in and get renew your license every year, but every 3 years you'd have an inspection.
So I suppose there's no, it could be in a residential area or it could be in a commercial area, or?
That's a good question. So in the ordinance, it states, yes, a residential, and then if it's proposed in a commercial, then it would need to go through a special use permit. So, so we'll have a current one that started now that would be basically grandfathered in the way it is. And then anything else in the commercial zone would have to go through that special use permit process, so.
A bed and breakfast would fall under this also, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay.
When are you looking for approval of this, in January meeting?
Yeah, we'd look for feedback now between now and then, and
Okay.
we present it again in the first
Yeah.
January meeting, and
Do we have anybody seeking out a license for that? Do we have any short-term rentals currently in town?
how many are there?
5.
5?
5.
Okay, any other questions, discussion before we move on? We'll be talking to this again in January. Any other questions? Okay, if not, we'll move on. Let's go to item number 22, Pelican Rapids Police Department report. That was on your desk here this evening. Is there any questions on that? Now we're looking for a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve the Pelican Rapids Police Department report, monthly report.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion second, discussion, discussion, discussion. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same, motion carried. Okay, let's go back to item number 12, comp time payout. Danielle, do you want to speak to that?
I do. The city's ordinance states that anybody over 40, that comp has to be paid out the first payroll in December, and that is Friday. And anybody over 40 hours, that has over 40 hours of comp time cannot be approved internally, so it has to be approved to be paid out by council. And so I have 2 people that have over 40 hours that I need approval to pay out. Mike Iverson, police officer, has 42.75 hours, and Jeff Statham has 77.875 hours of comp.
What was Jeff's?
77.875.
Council have any questions? And that's the reason the chief is still with us here this evening during the council meeting, so we direct him to the chief if, he could answer them better than the city staff. Not that you have to ask him, but if there is a, Chief, did you have anything to add?
I was just going to let the council know, one of the employees has accumulated the hours over the course of the year and just hasn't used a lot. The other employee was actually almost at 0 hours at the beginning of November, and with the series of holidays, trainings, the horse parade, is now in excess of the 40, so, yeah, so it's over there.
Does paid time carry over to the next year at all, or a certain amount, or?
No, ordinance, because the ordinance states that generally if they have a plan to use it before the end of the year, then I don't pay it out. But since these individuals don't have a plan to use it, then I pay it out.
So this is like their vacation? I mean, there's so many different things now. You have safe time and,
Yeah, so this is just their overtime.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay, I see.
They're able to carry vacation over.
Okay, that's, I was.
Yeah.
And this would be your recommendation, Chief, to pay these?
Yep.
Okay. Is there a motion to pay out these two gentlemen for comp time over 40 hours?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion second, discussion, discussion, discussion. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Thank you. Item number 13, Christmas Eve discussion. Danielle.
In the past, we have closed City Hall early on Christmas Eve. And so I wanted to have that discussion again, to see if City Hall can close at noon on Christmas Eve. So staff can go home and be with their families.
Council? We've done it, it's been done for years and years and
I
years.
think we've done it for probably the last 3 to 5 years
Nothing new.
now, so.
Would someone like to make that a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Second.
Motion second, discussion, discussion, discussion. Hearing none, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Item number 14, election resolution 2025-28, which is in the packet.
Yep, every year I have to pass this resolution, whether it's an election year or not, but next year is an election year. So it's just designating here, City Hall, as the election location for any elections in the city. So,
Make that motion also.
Or second.
I'll second that.
Motion second, discussion, discussion, discussion. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Item number 15, City Administrator Performance Evaluation Discussion. Lance, do you want to speak to that, please?
All right, according to city ordinance, the mayor will conduct the performance evaluation of the city administrator. The council may require the mayor be joined by one council member in the event the council elects to do so. So do you, I guess, I want the question on, do you want the mayor to conduct it or you want someone else? In the past, it's been the mayor, and Steve Foster did it the last couple of years, so.
Would someone like to join me?
I will.
Okay. Shelley would like to. Any other nominations? Is there a motion to appoint Shelley as part of the didn't even get out of my mouth.
Second. Second.
Motion second. Discussion? 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 Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Item number 19 is library report, and that was laying on your desk this evening. Any questions on that? If not, we're looking for a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second?
Second.
Motion second. Discussion? 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 Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Item number 20 is Rock Rapids pay request, which was also on your desk this evening. Lance, do you want to speak to that, please?
Yeah, this is the Houston Engineering invoice for the Rock Rapids work. It will be reimbursed by the DNR. Just like to get it approved. I just received it today, so that's why it wasn't in the packet, but just get this one approved, and then I want to talk about the construction ones.
I'll make a motion to approve the Rock Rapids pay request.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion second. Discussion? 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 Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Item number 21, in-control secure service plan, which was also on your desk this evening.
Back to the previous one, I just want to get about the Rock Rapids. So they're constructing, or they're working on it right now. They're probably going to be done by the end of the week. So they'll probably have a pay request. So since this is the last one of the year, I just kind of want a pre-approval of paying their pay request pending the engineer's approval on it, just so we can keep it. It'll be on the bill pay if we have, so you'll send that one out in the end of December, but just a motion to
Okay.
approve any construction pay requests that have the engineer's approval.
And we're reimbursed for that, so.
Correct, yeah, that's all, I'll send in the reimbursement to the DNR, correct?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion second, discussion. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Okay, now on to in-control secure service plan. Lance.
Yeah, this is basically an extension of what we've done at the previous couple years. Last year was called the Automation and Cybersecurity Service Plan. Now they just kind of, it's the same thing, but they just kind of changed the name to Control Secure Service Plan. It's in the budget, it's in the water and sewer budget to pay it. So it's just the 2026 agreement, basically. So it's all for the SCADA system for the water and wastewater plant.
Looking for a motion to approve.
Moved.
Second?
I'll second that.
Motion second, discussion. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Thank you. Going back up to item number 16, Administrator Report. Lance?
All right, since the last meeting, I attended an ordinance committee meeting and finalized the first draft of the short-term rental ordinance. Attended the Otter Tail County Transportation Plan Update Workshop in Fergus. The mayor and I met with Trinity Church and Pelican Valley Senior Living about the Trinity parking lot. Also met with Robert Nolf of Source One Organics about leachate and his commission. We're currently working on a written agreement with him. Met with Danielle for the final review of the budgets. Worked with Aaron from Waste Management on the new leachate agreement, and worked with Clay County on their updated leachate agreement, and then completed requirements for the final reimbursement from deed for the pool project. Any questions?
Any questions for Lance?
Thank you.
Thank you, Lance. Item number 17, Mayor's Report, just 3-4 items. I addressed the fourth graders at Viking Elementary School. The League of Minnesota Cities has a contest, a mayor for a day, and they write down their ideas and they submit them to the league, and then they pick a winner, and I addressed them and I got them back, and there's some good recommendations. Very interesting. Like Lance said, we attended a collaboration meeting with Trinity Church and Pelican Valley regarding the parking lot at Trinity Church. Also attended that leachate meeting and met yesterday with Administrator Royson to plan the agenda for this evening's city council meeting. Any questions? Seeing no other business, or a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same? Meeting adjourned. Thank you.
I thought this would go an hour and a half.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah.
Every week, or every month, I'm gonna tell my wife, looks like a longer meeting tonight, because then it's not.